Welcome back. We've popped along to Heathrow, Myrtle Avenue, just to take a look at some of the planes taking off. We were hoping that they were going to be landing, but they've changed the runways, different times, etc. And we've caught the takeoff. So a good few plane spotters out at the moment. You can see just there. Over at Heathrow Airport and the Myrtle Avenue. Generally we came and we have a look at the landing segment of it, but it does change. I believe it's after 3 o'clock. They change runways. So we've got the takeoff. So every 30 or 40 seconds plane takes off. Every minute I think a plane lands. So we got one coming over now. You can see it. God, that's gone really high, really quick, that one. A long one, that. So we have doing a lot of biking around the streets of London. A 26 mile, really good video will be dropping soon. I got to get the footage off the cameras, mash it all together. Done all the sites in London, from Big Ben through to the London Eye, through to the Shard, all the big landmarks, and yeah, it'll make an interesting viewing video. It's a big one taking off there. So normally when I come to Myrtle Avenue, it's before 3 o'clock. On this particular part here, the planes are exceptionally low. Just coming over the top of those trees, believe it or not. And straight over the road. And they literally land in 70 to 100 feet behind that fence. Which is really good. You have it, another one taken off. It's not as good as the landing, I admit, because they're quite high at this point. I normally meet up with a buddy, Air Vlog GP, but I believe he's only a Saturday job. He knows the place like the back of his hand. Nice guy. Let's go and subscribe to him. Air Vlog GP. And don't forget to subscribe to Anonymous Audits. We have been around London all day today, around the city on the bikes, causing havoc. We visited the Gherkin. We visited the Belfast, we visited the Shard, all over today, Oxford Street, Regent Street, Piccadilly, Big Ben. We went all around on the bikes, all over the city, 26 miles, free riding around London City. And on the way back home to Wales, every time we come to London we stop off in Myrtle Avenue, which is that avenue there, and this is where the plane spotters come to enjoy the planes. So they normally land coming in exactly this way, but now we've got the takeoff because 3 o'clock I believe they change runways. There's one runway over there we've got this one just that way, and yeah. So here comes another one. There's a big one taking off this one. You can zoom in a bit. As said, it is definitely not as good as the Landon. Myrtle Avenue Landon times are fab, a lot more people out. But a trip to London is never going to be complete without a stop off at Myrtle Avenue. Thing is, with Myrtle Avenue there, parking is quite tight anyway, just for residents. But then they get bombarded in the street with visitors who, oof, look at this bad boy. Yeah, so the parking can be quite tight. And when visitors come and chock up the road, I don't suppose they're happy, because a lot of these houses are always for sale and rent. Nice to get, oh, there it is. A380, look at that bad boy. That's what we came for. How about that? That was cool. Now, if you appreciate the A380 there landing, was that Emirates? I think it was. Obviously, you got, you know, the Qatar, you got Emirates. There's a few different ones. British Airways. They are massive, and when they come into land, trust me, they're not far off. I would say 100 feet above that tree, if that. I mean, you can see the detail on the tyres. They're that low, because they literally land literally a few feet behind that fence. There's all sorts of signs here. No drones, obviously. No golf. No kicking high balls. Because, you know, you give that ball a good boot, it will hit the plane. They're that low. I wonder what plane's going to be next. So I'm just pottering around this field at the moment, and I'm hoping, although it's not going to happen, that they're going to change runways soon. Nice day for it. Subscribe to the channel, Anonymous Audits. And I would say by the end of the weekend, at the very latest, the London video is going to be on the channel. All today's footage on the GoPro, just there, will be up. This is a big one again, the 747. And as soon as they're up to about 1,500 feet, they join their destined flight path. We should have another one coming very shortly. A few moments. So when out in London today, we were looking for phone drivers with the GoPro, and we found many of them. So if you ever watch Cycling Mikey, you'll appreciate how hard that man works, because he actually takes it to the courts. Not really my bag of dragging it on, but it's interesting to see, and just for statistics, how many phone drivers you actually come across when you're cycling through the main heart of central London. They're pretty much every other car or van, lorry. So there's another plane just there. We are on Myrtle Avenue, Heathrow Airport in London. And yeah, we had a good few close shaves cycling around the city, 26 miles. We've kind of biked around all the major landmarks. We've gone across several of the bridges, which will be an interesting video, so subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, because over the course of this weekend, the main video will be up. Here comes another, this is a big one. Great. That bad boy. Off he goes, banking, ready to join his flight path. So we've come back to Myrtle Avenue. Every time we pop in London and do some content videos, we pop back just because I'm a bit of a plane spotter, and it's always a nice half an hour watching the planes. As said earlier, Myrtle Avenue, after 3 o'clock I think they changed the runways. At the moment now, Myrtle Avenue there, they normally land coming in this way, and they're extremely low. Let me just zoom out, sorry. There you go. There's another big one there. Look at that bad boy. Big bow in that. Excuse my finger. See, so that one is heading right. The last one went left. I could bring up the flight radar and I could tell you where they're going, but I wouldn't be able to see my live screen. I was going to pop along to the other side of the airport, Heathrow. There's a bit of a viewing point over there, but it's mainly for the planes that are landing that side. There's another big one there. So we've just had the A380 about 10 planes ago go over, and we shall wait for the next one. It won't be long. Myrtle Avenue, London, Heathrow. Definitely, absolutely, an A380 will be coming. Check my stream. Check my stream. And a sunny day in London at that. Anyone else in London? Look at this beast coming over. Oof. The noise on that! British Airways. Some much louder than others. And some climb very quickly, so they get quite high by the time they get here, but the majority of them are low. How's it looking? Look. Yeah, it will be. So, give me a thumbs up, anyone in London? We've been out and about today, causing havoc around the city on the bikes, catching phone drivers. We did have a look around the Gherkin, and they told us no bikes, no phones, no filming. That's not going to sit well. So we have got someone in London. Another one here. See, he's a lot higher already than the last one. British Airways. I'm lucky enough soon, I won't give any dates away, but soon, very soon, I'm going on the Dreamliner for a long haul flight. So that's, I think Dreamliner is 747-9, I think it is. Beast of a plane. So we are hoping for another A380. See, that one's there now, is banked off way over to the left hand side. Anybody been to Myrtle Avenue, Heathrow? I've never flown from Heathrow. Flown from Gatwick sometimes, and the other big ones around the country, but never, for some reason, never have we managed to get Heathrow. And I've been to quite a few countries. So let's have a look, see if we can stand on this barrier. Any phone drivers? Let's have a look, shall we? Any phone drivers? First one that gets phone driver gets $5. See, look at that one there now. He is really high already. So I can only put that down to the bigger planes need more of the runway to take off. And these smaller ones can zip through the air quite quickly, so they don't need all of the runway. They just use what they need and up they go. He was on his phone. Right, let's have a look. That's not 40, is it? No way, is that 40 mile an hour? Another beast there. That's actually quite small. We do an A380, I know we are. It won't be long. I will zoom in on it. On the undercarriage, the wheels will be away by at this point. Oh, did we nearly have a crash live on YouTube? Nearly. A honk. Nearly had a crash. Oh. Another one up in the air already, way higher than the rest. All these small ones. Right, let's get over this way. Da, 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 da. So, any phone drivers coming this way? So much for a 40-mile-an-hour road, this. There's no cameras here. Flying along here. Excuse the pun. We'll go back over, it's a bit safer on the other side. Heathrow. Right, we'll jump back over. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll keep the live going for another half an hour. Because thousands and thousands of people made the video today. They made the cut of the 26-mile cycle on the mountain bike around the city centre roads of London. And it was anything from the Shard through to Oxford Street shops, in and out of shops, McDonald's. We visited all the landmarks. Lots of people saying hello. Subscribe to the channel. We give them the channel name so they can see themselves on YouTube. Over the weekend I'll put the video together. So if you were in London today, August the 1st, as you can see, I've only done 4,000 steps, but we've done 26 mile on the bike. Yeah, it's going to be a good, interesting video. All the landmarks, and we didn't really stick to the roads either. We were bunny hopping off the pavements, we were wheeling up onto the sides, and it's a really good video. You're not going to see London via bike like the video we made today. Getting told off all the time. A380 is coming. So people enjoying the green area. So it does appear that a lot of people are just waiting and not looking. So I don't know if they're waiting for the runway to change so they come into land here. I think I need to ask someone, because it's much better with the planes landing on Myrtle Avenue here in Heathrow. I think I don't know, I'm just looking and people are not interested in the planes. They're just looking at their watch and waiting for something. Oh, look at this beast coming. Chief, look at that animal. That's going left. So I have opened up the memberships for the channel. We are starting, I think it automatically defaulted on $1.99 a month. I'm going to change it to 99 if I can. I've seen other channels at 99p per month to support the channel. So if you'd like to support my channel, you can either give the $1.99 or 99 or anything really. Look at this beast, look how low that is. God, that's low. That's really low. He's going right. So $1.99 or 99 pence per month, or anything you'd like to give to the channel. It does go towards fuel, mainly to get around to do videos. I've travelled 200 miles today from just by Cardiff to come up to London to make the 26-mile mountain bike ride around the city centre, just for some content, and drop off back at Heathrow. Most of my videos, if you're new to the channel, are auditing channels. Okay, the size on this beast. The noise on that. He's going left as well. So most of the videos on my channel are light humour, kind of vlogging and auditing. Now auditing, if you are new to it, is very much catching on in the UK, very big in the States. Auditing, another term for kind of vlogging with getting some form of reaction from security guards, police officers. Some people turn up to police stations. I don't really do the police station side of it, or council type buildings. I would do council, but let's just get this one. We're coming off thick and fast now. Off to the right, this one. So auditing, there's lots of auditing channels on YouTube. You turn up to an interesting place, an industrial place, a park, industrial park, where there's an interesting factory or some, I don't know, public interest, and you would film it with your body worn camera and try to end with a drone footage. Auditing very big in the UK at the moment, and it can be good viewing, especially when you get the spicy content, when you're told not to film, when of course you are allowed to film. You can pretty much film anything your eyes can see in public. You start zooming in on people's houses and all that nonsense, then, you know, granted, you're going to get a clip. But to do it out in the public sector, that is the vlogging and the auditing side of things. And it does make interesting viewing. Interesting being the key point. You learn whilst you're taking the video. The amount of places I've turned up to, and you learn what's been made in the factory, or how it's made, or how something is being spent or run. National Trust is always a good one. They don't like the cameras on National Trust, that's for sure. National treasure, but by damn, don't you dare view it. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, Anonymous Audits. Catch yourself on the channel if you're out and about in London City today, and believe me folks, we were everywhere. I took the mighty Trek Miami Green out today, and we covered 26 miles. Very easy. Gonna head home for the weekend, otherwise I would have stayed the night and done another video tomorrow. You see, this one now taking off is much higher already than those last 3 or 4 big ones. It's because they need all of the runway to take off because they're so heavy. Probably because they're fully loaded, they're a bigger plane, but mostly I would probably put it down to they're going long haul. So much higher, these smaller ones. They could just be going, you know, Europe, or, you know, maybe a fast seal, I don't know, Germany or France or something. But these guns we're seeing, and the A380 is coming soon. You know, these are long haul planes, more than 7 hours in the sky. We'll wait for one more A380 and we'll call it a day. We will hold on. Chief, have a look if there's an A380 coming. I think there's one taxiing ready. Another one coming. Some of them are so quiet and some of them are really, really loud. A lot of British Airways are taking off from here. We've had a dozen or so British Airways. Another one banking off to the left. As you can see, the parking situation, people who do live on Myrtle Avenue already have it full. Drives, 2 cars each, and then they get half of London coming down or having a look at the planes. I personally wouldn't mind if I lived on Myrtle Avenue. I'd put a little sign up. If you want to park in the drive, keep it to one side and enjoy the planes for an hour, do you know? I don't think many people stay for longer than an hour or so, do you know? It's not a big deal. People come to look at the planes. This one is shifting quite quick there. We've had the Qatar and we've had the Emirates A380 Airbus. We're waiting on the next A380 or one of the bigger Boeings because they come quite low and they screech over. Three-hour drive now back down to Cardiff and start editing today's video. I'll make a few shorts out of it because I cycled across several of the bridges, so you're going to get a POV view, just, you know, a man on his kind of non-electric mountain bike going across the bridges. Some were in cycle lanes, some were on pavements, some were on the road. And then you've got a lot of footage just banging around, running red lights and running crazy around London. Three-hour drive up from Cardiff, just on the outskirts. Managed to park for free in London. Free parking in London. And I can tell you where as well. If any of you know London, as you come off the M4, and I think you pick up the A4 to head in basically to central London, as if you're heading for Knightsbridge, you pass the famous Fuller's brewery. There it is, look at that beast. That is so low. So that's going right. Yeah, so basically come off the M4, pick up the A4, head for Knightsbridge, and you'll pass the Fuller's brewery. And in front of that brewery there's an old bit of land, looks like a very long parking bay. Probably hold about 50 cars or vans, what have you, and park there free of charge. The only problem is you've got a bit of a trek in then, obviously, to get to your hotel. It's perfect if you've got a bike with you or somewhere where you can then get in to central London. And after I parked up, the bike was out and I was in central London in 3 mile later. So 3 mile, I was top end of Kensington Gardens, not far from the Wellington Arch. I did try the Ringo app to park a little closer, and they wanted £48 for the day, and that was an 8-hour day. So £48 would have cost you to park in London, and 8 hours, that would have been it. So free parking, Fuller's brewery, and definitely you would have been on it. Otherwise you'd be paying top whack. So we've got another beast coming here. Look at that! Excellent job. Yeah, so Ringo, 48 quid for 8 hours, and I was quite annoyed at it because at one point I was desperate to park. I was running out of kind of bike time because I know I had a bit of a long day ahead, and the telephone number didn't work. So then you've got to download the app, create an account and all that nonsense, and then they want 48 quid off you. And only at that point you realise that it's 8 hours parking. So you heard it here first. Fuller's Brewery, just outside Hammersmith on the way into Kensington, Knightsbridge. Park there, there's a long lay-by. And you got to go. I did do a few U-turns. And I've probably been picked up by the cameras, so I'm probably going to get a ticket anyway. So I should have just sacked it and just put it on the side of the road. Lots of people ticketed in London today. It's strange, so I've been to London a lot of times, and I can tell you now, subscribe to the channel, check out the video that I made today. Now, we won't be on until the middle of this weekend coming. POV, point of view, just biking freely around the streets of London, and I mean past the Belfast, past the pubs, down the steps, up the steps, coming off curbs, cycle routes, you name it. Awesome bit of riding, 26 mile, and it's interesting of how London is so quick to get around on a bike. We were dropping line bikes left, right and centre, and they're electric. a lot of people stopping at the red lights. We were just winging it through, you know. But it's going to be an interesting video because the GoPro hardly went off. We were in and around the Gherkin, in and around the Shard, in and around all Oxford Street, Regent Street. We called into the drone shop, the DJI shop. Everything was rolling, the souvenir shops. Everybody's giving a shout out, Marks and Spencer stuff. So yeah, be an interesting video if you're out and about. Beast coming out. A lot of the time, a lot of people use the cycle lanes. They stop at every red light. And I tell you what really caught my eye today is all the Uber drivers, riders, who I thought I was careless on a bike. My days, these guys are zipping about and, you know, they're full electric and they are going for it. Right, I think that's going to be it, folks. We've had that A380 and we're going to knock it on the head for the 3-hour drive back down to Cardiff. And on that bombshell, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As always, please like, share, drop a comment. It helps the algorithm, helps push up a bit. It's all good. And consider that 99p, and that would be really cool. Right, I shall definitely catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all soon.